All right, so let me get my music sorted out here. Okay, let's get going. Welcome to virtual bar class. If you have a chair and a mat, those will be super useful props today. If you have a set of light weights, I encourage you to grab them, but no worries if you don't have them. Same goes for either a Pilates ball or a throw pillow. Either or will work, and neither is totally necessary. All right, so let's start with our feet just a little bit wider than our hip points today. Soften your knees a little bit, ground into your heels, feel some length in your spine. Inhale, arms overhead. You might even reach your heart up, get a little bit of extension in your upper back. And then exhale, chin to chest. I want you to reverse that curve, curl forward, roll down. Inhale, exhale, roll it up. Big inhale, reach your heart forward and up. Exhale, chin to chest, one more roll down. And then exhale, come back up to neutral. Sit back into a sumo squat position. We're gonna find a twist. So twist toward the right, push out with your left hand, rotate at the rib cage, just getting some opening on the inner thigh, mobility in the spine. Inhale, come up through center. And exhale, take it to the other side. You can push out on your inner thigh, look over your shoulder. Inhale up, one more each direction. We're starting out slow. Inhale, come up through center, easing into this, but don't worry, we're gonna heat it up pretty soon. And then bring it up through center. Now take your feet wider, even wider than you think. Slight turn out. I want you to shift your hips over to the right and sit back as if you had a chair behind you. Then we lift up to center and we take it over to the left. Sit back, hips go way back. Now let's add some arms. We take arms forward and then press back. Take it forward, sit it back as you press back. Now I'm hinging at the hips every time I side lunge. Making a point of talking about that because we're gonna do some more lunging a little bit faster in a minute. Sitting back as if you were doing a squat on one side. Now we take it up, we add some rotation. So I want you to turn towards your foot, rotate as you reach down for your toes, and then take it up through center. Rotate, bend your left knee, reach for your toes, and take it up. One more slow each direction. And then we're gonna speed it up. Don't worry so much about the back arm. Take it up through center. Now let's reach and reach. We're gonna catch the new beat. Reach. So I'm still hinging at the hips, reaching my hips back, grounding into my heels to be able to do that. Let's do 8, 7. My knees are tracking toward my toes, always. 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it up through center. If you come in a little closer, find your wide plie. You adjust to accommodate your hips, knees track towards your middle toe. Arms out to the side. Let's plie down. We take it down, lift, down, lift. Every time you lift, you can think about pushing into your heels a little bit more. We're gonna start to layer onto this. But maybe I should catch my breath. I don't know about you. My heart rate was just like, what happened? Okay, we're gonna add a lean to the right on the next one. Stay to the right, plie, lean. So this lean is as much about up as it is about over. We're finding length in the spine. And now we add a left leg lift. We take it down, lift. So you find a starfish position. And you try to hover it there for that millisecond. And you see if you can land lightly. For 7, press into that right heel. Resist momentum on the way back down. 2 more. Back to center plies here. We take it down, lift, down, lift. Arms overhead is optional. Breathe in and out. This is a reset. 2 more like this, and we're gonna start to lean it to the left. Take it down, lean. Just a lean for 8. Find the length. You're going up and over. 3, 2, now let's add that leg lift. Take it to a starfish and down. This is not about how high your leg gets. It's about how long it gets. And then again, resisting momentum on the way back down. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, last one. Take it to center, come in a little bit closer, toes are only slightly turned out, sumo squat again. Reach your hips back, lift your chest, you might even lift your toes. Reach down to the floor, and then reach up to the sky. It goes down, up. Reaching your hips back every time you go down, hinging at the hips, and down, and lift. Big breaths in and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Want you to pivot to the left. Find a hinging crescent lunge. Front knee over your ankle, back heel lifted. Reach your arms forward. Round into that front heel. Step your back foot in, hands press back. Reach it back. Tempo in, back. So I'm trying to keep my hips level here. Challenging my balance. Definitely heating up the stabilizing glute. In. Okay, maybe you take this to a knee. Take those knees. Back, knee, back, in, and in. For 4, 3, 2, hold your crescent lunge here. So I want you to lift it up, take a deep breath in, then scoop down, reach towards your toes, and lift it back up. This is about the stretch. In the extended leg, 2 more. Inhale up, reach down, scoop and reach up. Let's come through center, pivot right to the other side. Same series, so find your hinging lunge. Front knee over ankle. Back heel lifted. Arms reach, let's step it in. We go in, back, back. Exhale. Keep the breath going. Let's do 8 more. Maybe you take it to a knee. Up. Whenever I look at you, I will wobble. Like just now. I might fall. That's okay. It's kind of a metaphor for life these days. Last one. So let's step our feet together right here. Roll it down. You know what's coming if you've been to a bar. Hands to the floor. Step back to your plank today. That might be knees up, might be knees down. Either way, I want you to push the floor away. Find a tiny bend in your elbows. Lift your heart. Hug your upper arms in. Now reach through your knees if they're on the floor, through your heels if they're lifted. Let's take some alternate knee bends. So front knee, back, front, back. All right, if you're up for it, 8 more, both knees. 7, 6. Pushing the floor away, reaching through my heels. 3, 2, last one. Hold here, 1 deep breath in. Exhale, hips to the ceiling. Find a downward dog. Pedal your heels. Big breaths in and out. Walk your feet towards your hands. And we're gonna roll it up nice and slow. No rush here. 1 bone at a time. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, I think we're warm. I have sweat dripping down my arms. I hope you do too. All right, so if you're using weights today, now is the time to grab them. We're gonna take that wide lunge position that we did in our warm-up. Let's shift our hips over to the right. Check out your form. Knee toward middle toe. Hips are shifting back as if there were a chair back there. Now we're gonna reach the left arm down and reach reach it up as we stand. Stay on the same side and reach it up to tempo. Down, up. Reach, pull. Let's do 8, 7. Don't worry if your weight doesn't come all the way down. It doesn't have to. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, let's pivot to the right. Coming to a lunge squat position this time. Front knee over ankle, back knee is bent to start. We're gonna find a hammer curl here. So we drop our back knee down, and then as we lift, we either step in or bring the knee up. 2 count. It's down for 2, up for 2. Now this is slow. We're gonna stay slow. Down for 2, up for 2. Here's why. I wanna give the option of tapping your back knee down, come all the way up. It's a major balance challenge. You're gonna have to ground into your stabilizing leg. Knee comes down and up. Now that's just an option. You can float it if that's better. Let's do 4. Press and lift. 3. Keep breathing. 2 more. Last one all the way through. Now I want you to step it back to that lunge. Squat again. Hinge forward. Drop your knee a little bit more. Press into your front heel. Reach your arms back. Arms lift. Up, up, up. Catching the new beat. Up, up. Now your legs are hip distance apart still. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that back foot in. Now you're in a chair squat. Tailbone reaches back. You're still hinging. I want you to lift your weights up just to shoulder height, and then bring them down. Now add front foot, steps out to the side, and then it comes down to tempo. Step and down. So your back leg isn't moving at all. In fact, mine is on fire right now. If yours is too, you're doing it right. All right, we got 4 more here. For 4, maybe you sit back a little more. 3, 2, last one. Woo, take it up. Catch your breath. All right, that was one side. Worked to the max. Find that wide lunge position again. We'll do a couple slow. This time we reach down with our right arm toward our left toes. Take it up. One more slow. Sit it back. Stand it up to tempo. Down, up. Breathing through it. We have 8 more here. 7, 6, 5. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. All right, let's pivot. Taking that lunge series to the other side. So set up your squat. You're on a narrow gauge rail with your feet, hip distance apart. Drop your knees. You can tell I have a son who likes trains. Bicep curl down. It's a hammer curl, palms in. Then we lift the knee to stand. One more slow. Just to find our form. Lift it up. Now 2 count. Down for 2. Up for 2. Down for 2. Round into your front heel. Find your footing. Maybe for the last 8, you drop that knee to the floor. Take it down. Woo! Now notice just how different sides are different. No judgment, just noticing. This is my wobbly side. Take it down. 4 more. All the way down. 3 more. Press into your front heel. That is your everything here. Last one all the way through. And then hinge your lunge. Try to keep that back knee low, but hovering. Reach the arms back. This time we press the arms in, in. Okay, are you gripping your front toes? If so, can you reach us to read the weight? Use Use the ball of your foot and your heel for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your feet together. Find your chair squat. Reach your tailbone back. Length through the crown of the head. Start with the arms. We lift. Now add that front foot. It just steps out, in, out, in. Back of the shoulders. Think about this coming from your back, not from your arms. I mean, your arms are working, but your mid-back muscles are working. Guess what? This is the last one. Take it in, stand it up. Go ahead and set your weights down. Feet comfortable distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms behind you. Maybe clasp your fingers. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale. Clasp your hands in front of you. Push out with the heel of your hand. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, take it down. Now just noodle your arms. No right or wrong here. Just let go of some of that tension, because we're about to build it back up. Okay, so if you have a pillow or a Pilates ball, grab it. Today I'm going to be in solidarity with my pillow people. I want you to take it between your thighs. So we're going to do a little bit of bar work without the bar, then we'll get to our chair. This is an opportunity to test our balance. Shoulders stay over hips. I want you to drop down into a plie, and then option to hover your heels. Let's take the arms forward and melt your shoulders down. We pulse. Down, down, down. Now my feet are parallel here, and I'm pressing into the pillow. Might be a ball for you. And I'm trying to stay shoulders over hips. Down, down, down. Breathing in and out. Maybe you come a little lower. 6 more pulses. 4, 3. Hold it in 2. Now it's 1 inch down, up, down, up. Whose legs are shaking? Mine are. Down, up. Can you weight your feet evenly on both sides of the ball of the foot? And if heels down is better for you, do that. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. We hold in 3, 2, hold it here. Let's take the arms overhead. Let's melt the shoulders down. Can you give me 1 more inch? 10 squeezes on the ball. 10, or pillow. 8, 6. I just realized my pillow and my shirt match. And take it up. I'm feeling good about that. Okay, set the pillow down. We'll use it again later. We don't need it for a little while. So, grab your chair, and I want it to face opposite of how we normally do it. The seat should face you today, okay? You're gonna step, you can actually kind of measure this out. If you take your hands to the edge of the chair, I want you to be more or less in a right angle here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then go ahead and stand it up. Now my feet are parallel, right under my hips. I'm gonna extend the leg that's closest to you. You do the same, so front leg, closest to the screen. We're gonna do a single leg deadlift. That means I'm like a teeter-totter on my hips. I go forward and up and forward. So I'm just touching the chair for balance. Now you might choose to do this without the chair and take your hands to prayer position. I want you to think about keeping your hips level. So if that front hip is popping up, can you rotate it down? Take it down, take it up, down. Now we do this a little faster tempo. It's hinge, stand, down. Ground into your standing heel. And you decide if a little softening of the knee is helpful. 2, hold the next one. Hold it here. No death grip though, just light touch on the chair for balance. Just the back leg, taps down, up, up. Using the glute. Back stays stable. We don't want to work it too much here. For 8. How long can you make your leg here? I notice when I think less about height and more about length, I get more out of this. 3, 2, now hold it up. I want you to bend your knee, flex your foot, press into your standing heel, little press, up, 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 up. Length through the crown of the head, through the tailbone. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Roll it up nice and slow. Woo! Okay, now you're going to turn sideways to your chair. Yes, I'm wiping the sweat off my nose. I'm dripping. Find your wide plie. So again, knees toward toes. That's going to look different for all of us. Shoulders over hips. Arms out to the side. Move my pillow so you can actually see your feet. Pulse. Down. So take it to your lowest edge right now. That's a day-to-day thing. Now your outside heel, the one farthest away from the chair, will alternately lift, lower, up, down, up. So keep this inside heel grounded. You're going to need that in a minute. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold it here for a moment. Remember that starfish we did in the warm-up? We take that to a more extreme. We lean over sideways. I've got crown of the head, shoulders, hips, foot in line, arm comes up. I land nice and soft and take it up. Just use your chair for balance. Try not to let gravity just pull you down. 4 more slow and up. 3 and lean. 2, you're kind of trying to make yourself into a sideways cross or T. Okay, hold it here. 4 pulses with a heel lift. 2, 1. Now 2 leans. Take it over. Take it down. Take it over. Now we do a few left. So I'm going to take a moment to talk us through this. It's 2 pulses with heel up, heel down, heel up, heel down. Take it over and back down. Pulse. Heel lifts, down, heel, down, up, up, down, down. Pulse with the heel, pulse with the heel, over and down. Pulse with the heel, pulse with the heel, lean it over, take it down. 2 more full through, up, down, heel, lower, lift, and lower. We got a new beat. It's up, down, lift, and lower. Okay, take it back to your starfish. So, adjust your form. Ground into your foot. Reach through the toes. Flex your foot. Hand can come to the hips here. I want it there to stabilize your hips as you take the leg forward and back for 2. Now you only get to go as far as you can maintain that hip stability. In and back. Don't worry about how high the leg is. Press it back. Forward and back. For 4. So that standing leg is working like crazy. And you're getting a ton of ab work. 2. That's what's stabilizing here. Last one. Hold it back, a little lift. Up and back. Up and back. Little lift. Up and back. So it's a slight angle. 8, 7, 6, 5. Press through the heel. 3, 2, 1. Woo, take it up. Give your hips a wiggle. Grab your chair. Bring it on over to the other side. That way, you won't have to turn away from me. I won't have to turn away from you. You might step back and measure the distance again. So reach your tailbone back. Shoulders over hands, over the edge of the chair. And then stand it up. Reach your front leg back. Swivel that front hip forward so it's level. Slow deadlift. Down and up. So I'm going to step in a little more. You might realize you need to adjust. Take it down. Lift it up. Take it down. it up. 4 more slow. Thinking about level hips, pushing into your front heel. And use the sides of the foot as well. Last one slow. Just a light touch on the chair. Now we go faster. It's down, up, down, and up. Length and lift. Length, lift. For 3, 2, I tried to look, hold it here. Reestablish that length from the back leg. Front hip comes down, tap it down, and lift. Toe down, and lift. Now it's the glute, doing the work. And the glute and hamstring are even working just to keep your legs straight. For 8, 7, 6. I love this move because we're getting a stretch as we work the other leg. And of course that stability is no joke. Hold it up on the next one. I want you to bend your knee, flex your foot, press. Up, up, up. We have 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set the foot down, roll it up, and turn to face me again. Find that wide plie. You know what to expect now. Arms out, shoulders down, knees toward toes, pulse, pulse. Let's add a heel lift. Heel goes up. Remember, it's just the outside foot. We already did the other side. We're just balancing things out. For 4, 3, 2. Now 2 count, lean to the side. Over, and take it down. Yep, I'm wobbly on this side. Take it down. It's just really interesting to note. Again, no judgment. And just be kind to yourself through those moments. Lift, and resist momentum on the way back down. Last one here. Now we combine 2 heel lifts, heel up, heel down, lean, over, over, back to your plie. Heel up, down, up, down. Lean it over, take it back. Heel up, down, up, down. Lean it over, take it back. So it's 4, 3, over for 2, take it back to 1. 2 more sets. Heel up, heel down, heel up, heel down. Lean and lower. Last set. Heel up, down, up, down. Take it all the way and back down. Now lean back over into your starfish. Hold it here. Shoulders down. Hand can come to the hip. Flex your foot. Press into your standing heel. We take it forward for 2, back for 2. Forward. So imagine you're sliding your leg along the shelf or a table. Forward just like this. Exhale, inhale. 3, and reach. Lead with the heel on the way back. And now we take it back, we hold it back. Hold it here, little up and back, up and back. Small movement. Just putting a bow on this right here. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take it up. You can go ahead and move your chair out of the way. We're done with it. Let's take a quick stretch before we transition. Feet are wider than hips. Now try to have your feet parallel, shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see that I'm trying to find length through the crown of my head, length through my tailbone. And if it's available to you and you want to bring your hands down to the mat, go for it. I want you to bend your right knee, get a stretch through the left inner thigh, and then reverse that. Take it side to side a couple times. And then take it to center. Bend both knees, roll it up. Woo, heel toe your feet in. All right, let's take it to the top of our mat. We're gonna roll it down and step it back to a plank, just so you know what's coming. We've got a little plank series to transition into our ab work today. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, chin to chest, roll it down. Hands come down to the floor, bend your knees, step back to your plank. Okay, so you might just hold this plank, you might have knees down. This is your home base. Otherwise, I want you to bring your feet together. We're going to try some step outs. Starting with your front foot. Step out, back foot out, foot in. So just take it to the side of your mat. In, out. Now we reverse direction. Back foot out, front out, back in, out, in. Take it out. Last set. Sit back to a quick child's pose. This is our break. We got one more set coming. And we're gonna layer on. Roll your wrist, which I'm not saying. Hopefully you can see it. Take a nice deep breath in, and then come back to your plank, okay? Same thing, but I'm gonna give you an optional layer. So find your plank with your feet together. Lengthen through the crown of the head, through the tailbone. Lift your heart. And we're gonna do this slow to start. Take your front foot out, your back foot out, and then you turn toward me. Open into a side plank. You can have your back knee down. And then take that hand down and step it back in. Back foot leads, out, out. Turn and open away from me. And then take your hand down and then step it back in. So we're gonna try to do that a little faster. So it's front foot, out, out, turn, down, in, catch your breath here. Back leg, out, turn, down, hold it here, step it in. All right, front leg, out. Now hold this, open, close, step your foot in. Back foot leads, out, open, close, take it in. One more each direction. Front foot, open, inhale, exhale, close, step it in. Back foot, out, turn away, close it up, take your feet in, let's hold it here. Hold it here, deep breath in, and then exhale, wide knees, heels together, sit it back, child's pose. Yeah, it took me a little bit to figure out the tempo on that. My head, just wasn't in my body, but I know you figured it out. Nice deep breath in here. Walk your hands toward me. Shift your hip away from me, your back hip. Find some length up the side of the body. And then walk your hands away from me. Hip lands on your opposite heel. Get that big stretch, that big opening in the side of the body. Nice deep breath in, and take it back through center. Now before we come up, I want you to drop your elbows, clasp your hands like a prayer in front of you, and just bring your hands over your head. You can think about pressing your elbows into the mat and reaching your upper spine away to get a tricep stretch. Okay, so just breathe into that for a minute. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. Walk them in towards you. Go ahead and come up and just transition to a seated position. All right, got some ab work and then we get to stretch it out, okay? So if you have your ball or your pillow, either one will work. I want you to take it right underneath your rib cage. Kind of line the bottom of your pillow up with the bottom of your ribs and then roll it down to the floor. Kind of adjust once you get down there. So I want your rib cage on the pillow and then under the rib cage, sort of making its way down toward the floor. Hands underneath your head. Gentle clasp or even hand over hand. Let your head be heavy in your hands. They're just there to support, not to pull. Elbows in, peripheral vision. When you take a nice deep breath in, we'll do a couple couple of slow crunches because I want to talk about form. So as you lift from the chest and you push the pillow or the ball away. That's why it's there, to help remind you to push it away and then take it down. Exhale, up for 2. Inhale. Now you can find a little bit of extension as you lean back. That's fine, but don't completely let go of your abs. Inhale. Exhale. All right, if you'd like, bring your front knee up to tabletop and then tap it down. Exhale. It's even beyond tabletop. You can bring it in towards your chest. Exhale. Tap it down. Don't forget about pushing that pillow or ball away. Now another option is you bring the knee in as you exhale and then lengthen away. Exhale. Lengthen. So you can keep both feet on the floor. You can do the bent knee version. You can find the extension. Here's our last add-on. I want you to rotate toward the knee and reset. Exhale. Think armpit to knee. Reset. Exhale. Reset. Exhale. Reset. 4 more on this side. So you're rotating at the rib cage. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's set that foot back down. Center. Up for 2. Back for 2. This is your reset moment. Check in with your neck. Make sure you're not pulling. Head is resting. The work is coming from the abs, pulling you up, pushing the pillow away. Let's add that knee lift. Back leg in and back. Exhale. So my tailbone is reaching away from me. Trying to keep my neutral spine. Exhale, maybe you lengthen the leg. Exhale. And reach. 2 more like this. Then we add rotation. Exhale. Okay, you're going to turn away from me now. I'm going to turn away from you. Think rib cage to me or armpit to me, whatever works for you to get that twist from the abs. Exhale. We have 4 more. Find length. This is that Pilates opposition where you're reaching the toes, reaching the crown of the head away from each other. Last one. Close it up. Open it up. Bring that foot down. Okay, just roll to the side to grab your pillow or your ball, whatever you're working with. And if you got nothing, you can do all of this without all of that, any of that. You can just imagine. So now I want you to take the pillow or the ball between your ankles or your shins. Mine kind of takes up the whole lower limb. So whatever you got. Okay, and then you're gonna reach the legs up. Go ahead and just stretch for a minute. Tailbone presses into the floor as your feet reach up. And then go ahead and let go. Hands can come down to the floor. We're gonna take a slow lower just to your challenge point. So I want you to bring your attention to your lower back. Inhale, exhale, lower your legs, reach them away, only to the place where you can keep your lower back stable. When it starts arching up, you've gone too far. So listen to your body. Exhale, lift, and lower, and lift. Now you can do this with bent knees too, by the way. That's totally fine. Exhale, lift. Okay, here's your optional add-on. I want you to grab the pillow with your hands and reach away. Exhale, switch it back. So your hand and your pillow off. Exhale, switch your prop, and exhale. All right, third option. You lift the chest off the floor and reach. So now it's fine if your tailbone reaches up to do this. And then it reestablishes contact with the mat. Lift it up. Inhale. Trade it off. Exhale. Can we do 8 fast. We go up, inhale. 7, you know this is it. 6, 5. That was my dramatic exhale to remind you to breathe. 2. This is our last one. Exhale. Trade it off. And then go ahead and bring your legs down to the floor. Set your pillow or ball or air aside. Feet come down to the floor. Take them wide. Arms out to a T. And just rock your knees to the front. Once you get there, push into your back foot. Lift your hip. Get that good hip flexor stretch. I love this one. And then take it to the back. Push into your front foot. Lift your hip. Get that stretch. And take it back. And then just sway side to side if you try. Breathing in and out. You get to let go here. Congratulate yourself for doing today's workout. We're going to stretch it out for about 5 more minutes. So let's go ahead and walk our feet in. Keep your tailbone on the floor as you lift your front leg up toward the sky. Flex your foot. Option to lengthen your back leg, up to you. Let's point the toes and flex and point and flex. And now just circle your foot in one direction a couple of times. Circle the other direction. And then see if you can get a little more length in the stretch. Push through your heel here. And then go ahead and bend your knee. Try knee over knee. You can do a figure 4 like we typically do if you like that better. If you've never done this sort of butterfly stretch, try hugging your knees together, then bringing them in toward your body, and then grabbing on either at your shins or your ankles. And for me, the magic happens here when I lengthen my tailbone away and I pull my feet apart and then rock side to side. Now, like I said, you can always go into more of a modified pigeon pose or figure 4 if that feels better. I like to change it up because each one just kind of hits me in a different spot. And then bring your feet down and slowly unwind. Both feet on the floor. We take the back leg up for the hamstring stretch. Maybe you lengthen the front leg. Flex and point. And flex and point. And then circle one direction. I got a little snap, crackle, pop on this side. And circle the other direction. You might too. We're human. We have bodies. All right. And then just hold the stretch for a moment. Push your heel up toward the ceiling. Maybe you can even apply a little more gentle pressure. Bring your front leg in. And again, whatever you prefer. You can go knee over knee or you can do ankle over knee. If you're doing this reverse butterfly, then you're going to have to grab on to either your toes, your ankles, your shins. Lengthen your tailbone away and then pull your feet apart. And then give yourself a little rock. Side to side. Deep breaths in and out. And then exhale to bring our feet down. Unwind, nice and slow. Quick bridge pose, just to open up the hips a little bit more. Heels are in towards your glutes. Way to inhale, exhale, curl your tailbone up, press into your heels, and just lift your hips. And I'm really just going for a little bit of an opening in the hip flexors. Press into your heels, find that lift. Inhale, on the exhale, drop your chest first, then drop the middle of the back. Then drop your lower back, and then you unfurl the pelvis. And let's just all kind of find our way to a seated position. However you get there, doesn't matter. Do some breathing and a neck stretch here. So sit whatever way is comfortable for you. Nice easy seat. Ground your sits bones into the floor. Take a deep breath in, arms overhead. Exhale, just push the airway, grow tall. Inhale, arms overhead. Take your right hand to your left ear. A little bit of pressure there. Flip your palm, push the air away. Reach, reach, reach. Finding that opposition. Tent your fingers on the floor. And just hold this stretch for a moment, then take your gaze down to your knee. Bring it back up and release. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, left hand to right ear. Push the air away. Then fingers content on the mat. Take your gaze down to your knee. Getting those little muscles in the neck. Bring it back up. And let's come to center. Let's inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands behind you, either in a cape or you clasp your fingers, lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, release, clasp your hands in front of you. Now you can turn your body into a C shape. You open up, even push actively with the hands away from you to open between the shoulders. Inhale, arms overhead. Reach up, and then exhale, flip your palms, push the air away, grow tall. You did it, we did it. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourselves. I'm gonna come in and say hi for anybody who can hang around and chat for a second. We'll have Pilates on Monday. No special props for Pilates, just bring your pillow or your ball, whichever one you have. That's all we're gonna need for that class. And I'm gonna come in and talk to y'all about barre next week. I have a couple questions. So thank you for coming today. I'm walking over on my knees, stopping the recording.